Hi everyone, this is Ming Hao. This video is about how to get the right proportion of drawing a face. So especially for those who are still confused and have no idea how to get the right proportion. Okay, so just take a look. And the first thing you need to do is to draw the guideline on your reference, because you are trying to draw this guy, right? So the guideline should be on the reference first, then only draw it on your drawing paper. Okay, so as I mentioned before, the first thing you need to do is to connect each eyes together. Okay, look at the tear gland. Okay, here's the tear gland, right? That's the section that you need to connect together, and make sure this line should be parallel to the nose, mouth and chin, because you don't want to draw the line like this and then the nose like that and the mouth going to a different way. Okay, so make sure they are equally parallel to each other. Okay, so let's get right into it. Okay. First step, you're using the straight line like this. Okay, that's the first guideline, and the next one will be at here. Okay, and make sure your vertical lines and your horizontal line is going to be a 90 degree, because you don't want the vertical lines going to this way. Okay, make sure they are 90 degree, and the other line should be at here. Oh, okay, so now you're gonna get the space between each eyes, and the next step you need to do is to measure. I think this is the most confused part, okay, for students. So how do you measure? Okay, this is your pencil. Okay, this will be your ruler. The starter point will be the edge of the pencil, and the end point will be your thumbnails. So usually I'm using the top edges of my fingernails. You don't want to use here to measure, because this one is quite confusing. They got here, here, here and here, right? So if you want to make it accurate, using the top section, okay, of your fingernails. So for now, I'm gonna put my pencil over here. So starter point at here, and my thumbnails should be on this part. Okay, you get what I mean? So I'm gonna do it again. Measure it, and then okay, get the size, get the length, and then you're gonna copy it to the left side like this. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Copy, you measure and copy, and then you're gonna move it all the way to here, and from here you're gonna draw another vertical lines, which is like this. So that, and the right side will be the same. So again, we are using the middle. Okay, and then we're gonna draw another line at here. You can roughly draw a line first, which is about the same, and then you can double check like this and see whether they are accurate or not. Okay, now I think it's about here. Okay, so basically all these three, right, should be equal. They should be equal. If you find that your guideline is one big and one small, then most likely your guideline is wrong. Okay, so make sure they are same. Okay, and after this step, what you need to do is, again, you copy the middle size, which is like this, and this time you're gonna turn it to the top like that. So that, repeat again, you measure and copy, and then you turn it to the top, put it on the eye level, and then here is the top horizontal line. So for now, you have 3 equal boxes. So it should be a square, not the rectangular shapes like this. Okay, should be a square. Okay, right. Once you finish this, you may continue drawing the guidelines, or you can actually start drawing on your drawing paper. Okay, So again, we're gonna do the same thing as the reference. You start the reference with the horizontal guideline at here, right? So you're gonna do the same thing as well. We're gonna set a horizontal line at here. Okay, make sure you are not using ruler on your drawing. You can use the ruler on your reference, but not on your drawing. You're gonna draw it freehand. Okay, and make sure you will have enough space to draw the rest of the head. Okay, you can do something like this. You measure it, okay, and put over here. Make sure it will have some extra space because you're gonna draw slightly larger than the reference. Okay. So the next step you need to do again is to draw the vertical lines at the center, at here. And then you need to decide how large you're going to draw. Okay, let's say here is the original size. If you measure and put like this, which means you are drawing the original size. So you need to enlarge it a little bit for your reference. Okay, maybe like just 20 to 30%, and then you put it over here. Okay, so here is the size you're going to draw. Okay, so remember your drawing is different size with your reference. Okay, and the next step, again, we're going to copy it, and then I'm going to put it over here. Okay, copy to the left and the right. Okay, and then double check. Okay, it's about here. And then again, the top horizontal lines should be about here. There you go. Okay, so remember, draw it lightly. Not sure if you can see it or not. Okay, 3 equal boxes. Okay, just same as your reference. So once you've done this, then basically you can start drawing the eyes, because you already limit the eyes within this section, so you will make it either too big or too small. But sometimes you may make the eyebrow too high or too low. So what you're gonna do is you half the boxes, okay, like this. You half it, and for here again you also half it. So once you half it, basically you already find the position for your eyebrow, right? And if you half it again, you got the eyes. See that? So at your drawing, you're gonna do the same thing. You half it, and then you half it again. Okay, make sure they are equal when you half it. If you see one big and one small, which means they are not equally half. So make sure they are equal. Okay, once you get the guideline, then the next thing is to draw. Okay, you just need to copy whatever you see at here. Okay, let's say the eyebrow is about the half of the box at here. So the half of the box at here is about something like this. So I'm gonna start drawing the eyebrow like that, and then it's going downwards to this way. And make sure you draw lightly at this step, okay, so that you can erase it easily once you make some mistake. Okay, and just now I found that the eyes is just right on the 1/4 there. So I'm gonna start from here, and then you need to check where's the eyeball ended. I think it's about here. Okay, get the shapes right. And then the double eyelid. And then we are going to draw the iris. So since we already have it, so you will know that the right side is bigger than the left side. Okay, so we draw a smaller part at here and then the other part at here, and make sure it's actually a circle shapes even though it's already covered by the eyelid. Okay, draw the shapes and then draw the pupil. This is important if you don't want your eyes to look too dead. Okay, so add the pupil and highlight. Okay, this is how you draw it. And basically the right side will be the same thing. Or you just need to half it and half it again. Okay. Okay, make sure your left eye and right eye is about the same. The lower eyelid. Okay, you can check the size like this. You can compare the size of the lower eyelid with the eyes, the eyeball here. You see which one is larger. So as I can see it here, the lower eyelid is slightly smaller. So when I draw it, I will make it slightly smaller than here. You can also measure it if you want. You can measure it and compare with the eyes and check the size. Okay, so once you finish the eye section, then you are going to do the nose, mouth, chin, forehead, the head, side face, like this. So how are you gonna find the length of nose? So what you need to do is, again, you're gonna draw a horizontal line at here at the lowest point of the nose. Okay, and then for the left side of the nose, you're gonna draw another line like this all the way up. Okay, and the right side of the nose, again, all the way up. And you can also draw a center line from here, from the top, all the way down to the bottom. Okay, to figure out the center of the face. So once you get this, the next thing you need to do is to measure the size of the nose. So how you're gonna do it? Again, use your pencil. Put like this because we're gonna measure from here to here. So I put my pencil from this section, the eye level, and then I'm using my thumb, putting over here like this. So from here to here is the size of the nose. Okay, and then you can't just measure and put it over here because the size of your drawing is different, still remember. So what you need to do is to measure it, and then you're gonna compare with the eyes. Okay, measure, and then I'm gonna put over here like this. So the size of the nose is about the same as the eyes and slightly longer. Okay, so which means in your drawing, you're gonna find one eye and slightly bigger, the size like this, I'm gonna put it over here. Then that's the size of the nose. Okay, so measure it slightly larger, and then I'm gonna put it like this. Okay, so here is the length for the nose. Okay, so it depends on the reference. Sometimes you may find that the nose is equal to 1.5, sometimes 1 3/4, something like this. Or you just need to compare. Okay, keep comparing with the eyes, because all the answer basically is within the eyes. Okay, so once you find the height, then the width is quite easy, because the left nose wing is start from here, the tear gun, so which is this section. So you're going to draw another vertical line at here, and the other one is quite close to this line, so I'm drawing another vertical line at here. Okay, and then also just now we find the center line. Here's the center line. So once you figure the box out, then you may start drawing the nose. And again, if you're not sure how big of the nose ring that you need to draw, you can always half the box. Okay, which is from here to here. If I half it, then I will roughly know how large should I draw the center and the nose wing. Okay, so we half it at here, and then the left nose wing is about here. The center of the nose, nostril, left nose wing, again try to use more straight lines to draw the shapes of the face. It can make your portrait to be more structural. Okay, and you can also draw the shading again lightly. Alright, so basically it looks like something like this. Okay, and then the lips and the chin, the rest of them will basically using the same idea. So you can actually draw all the guideline first. Let's say the center of the lips, okay, the chin, the forehead, and also the top of the head, and then the left corner on the face, the right corner on the face. Okay, and then the ear, the lowest and the toppest point, like this, and also the left side, the right side. Okay, so now we got all the guideline, and then next thing is to copy it to your drawing. So as you see on the reference, I'm gonna measure it, and then again I compare with the eyes. So the size is about 3/4 on the eyes. So I'm gonna find 3/4 at here as well. I think it's about something like this, 3/4, slightly smaller. Okay, that's the size of the space at here. So there you go, the lips, and then again the left side. is about here, and the right side about the middle of the eyes. Okay. Again, once you got this, you can start drawing. Analyze the lips. It's not totally flat, as I mentioned before. Again, if you want to make sure it's accurate, you can always measure like this and check with the eyes. Just compare with the eyes, see how big of the size that you need to draw. Okay, like the lower lips compare with the upper lips. I think the lower lips is just slightly bigger. Okay, and then after the lips, I'm gonna find the chin. Okay, from the nose to the chin is about 1 3/4. So 1 3/4 from nose to the chin, which is here. Okay, and the left side of the face, again, you measure. Okay, I found some of you having this issue this morning, so make sure you look carefully. So you measure from the corner of this guideline to here, like this, and then you compare with the eyes. It's about half and slightly smaller, so I'm gonna find from like right from here like this. Okay, so this is the size. What you need to do is just put it over here. Okay. Okay, so this is the guideline for the left side, and the right side I think is about the same. Yeah, it's about the same at the right side. Okay, like this. Okay, and then the forehead, the hairline, yeah, is same as the size of the eye, so I just need to take one from here and then put it over here. Okay, and the top edges is about 3/4. Okay, so we have no enough space for that, so we just ignore it. Okay, so if you have not enough space to draw the top of the head, you just ignore it. You don't purposely draw it down, or else the hair will become foreshortened. Okay, remember this. So once I got all of these guidelines, then I'm gonna start drawing. Okay, let's say I start from this corner at here, the cheekbone of the face is about the position at here. And then going inside a little bit. This. And then as you can see at here, we have a triangle, so I'm gonna figure out the triangle as here as well. So like this, the hairline, okay. And if you're not sure how to draw this side, again, you can draw the guideline longer from here. Okay, and the lips at here longer. Okay, once you figure this box out, the next thing you need to do is to half it. Okay, so once you half it, then you will know how large should you draw. Okay, let's say, okay, I have it at here, and I have it at here. Okay, so we have a small curve for the jawbone at here, and then we have a small triangle at here. So all of these boxes is for you to judge how large should you draw of the face. Okay. So the right side of the face, the corner at here, the left side of the nose, the ear, not the nose, the ear, and the bottom section of the ear. Again, measure the size of the ear, the left ear. Measure it, compare with the eyes, about 1/4. Okay. Again, for all these details, if you want, you can halve it to find the accurate one. And then the right ear, also the same. Okay, we almost finished it, and then now I need to find out where is the neck. Here, which is this section. Figure out the shoulder lines. I think it's about the same as the chin, slightly higher, which is here. You need to also find the angle for your shoulder from here all the way down, and the right side as well. Okay, so we're almost done. Okay, once you figure all this thing out, then the next step is to find out the shapes of the shadow. Again, lightly like the shadow for the nose here. We have some highlight at here, at this section, so you need to indicate this out as well. So later you won't add too much darkness at here. Some highlight. All right, we are good to go. Okay, that's it for the proportion for the face. So after this step, then the next thing you can do is to draw the features of the face to be more accurate. You can modify it to make it more like the reference, because at the first step you draw it quite roughly. So at this stage, when you make sure all the proportion is correct, then you can draw slightly harder and more defined. You can also draw a little bit of shading. At this stage. Okay, so for the rest of the face, that's it.